What? Blues lose! Fuck the score to the Los Angeles Kings. Stop me if you've heard this before. What is your strategy, St. Louis? What are you doing? You're going to come off of a 5-1 ass kicking from the Vegas Golden Knights. You're going to get an extra 2 days off because of weather inclements. You're going to use those 2 days off to train up and finally get better and at least be competitive against the Los Angeles Kings. And then the moment that you touch NHL ice in the first period, you are going to let Binnington out to dry and let them score as many goals as you had shots. I don't know how many of you guys have been keeping count. I have. That is loss number 5 in a row. Don't tell me this team doesn't have issues. Don't tell me that everything is fine. Don't tell me everything is sunshine and rainbows and they'll just find their game later in the season. Kick rocks. We have seen this same joke 20 times this season already, and we're only 29 games in. I'm sick of this. We're done. Look at your team. Look who is on the back end. Look who is on your forward core. I don't care what injuries you have. Tyler Bozak came back in this game, and you're going to put this kind of an effort in front of him. Really? The effort that you put out against the Los Angeles Kings tonight is not only an insult to us, it is an insult to you. You just know that it was a bad game when Jake holy motherfucking Wallman was your best defenseman. To actually scratch that, Jake motherfucking Wallman was your best player tonight. I keep hitting my freaking elbow. I have a question for the St. Louis Blues. What are you doing? Oh, look at that. Look who's next on the schedule. A pissed off San Jose Sharks who I expect to cream us 9-0. With this game, we are officially sub 500. Do you realize that? There was a picture going around hockey Twitter about the playoff chances of all 31 NHL teams. The Blues were listed as a 36% chance of making the playoffs. And after this game, it's probably gone down by 1% or 2 because that was posted before this game even started. Oh my God, I'm lightheaded. I never thought I'd say this. I never thought I would say this. I'm sick of Vince Dunn. Trade him now. I don't want to see him next game. Where's this fighting spirit that this team had in 2019 and 2020? Where did it go? Did the fighting spirit leave the moment that Alex Pietrangelo signed with the Vegas Golden Knights? Have you seen his statistics lately? That is not where it went. I saw a lot of Blues fans trying to comfort each other on Twitter after this game saying, at least you're not a Flyers fan. And I just can't help but go, are you sure about that? Because Flyers fans cheer for the fucking Flyers, all right? They're not good. They're not trying to be good. They're trying to build up the core, and hopefully Carter Hart doesn't turn into a dud like he has been this season. That's a Philly Husso metaphor, trying to keep up. Blues fans, on the other hand, cheer for the St. Louis Blues. And you reckon we'd be used to this perennial disappointment by now? After all, we waited 52 years before we won a Stanley Cup. And then the very next year, the 2020 bubble, we immediately went back to shitting the bed, back to our old ways. Welcome back, normal St. Louis Blues. I'm glad you showed up. And then even worse, this season, they decided not even to show up for the playoffs. They decided to do us one better and not even show up in the regular season. Only one question tonight from Involved King, and he tweeted this right when the Kings made it 3-0. When do we start looking at the coach to actually make some adjustments so the team doesn't rank 27th in goals for? When do we look to the GM for signing like 5 terrible contracts before last season? Oh, and when do we scratch Hoffman? As much as I would love Craig Berube to start making a little bit more adjustments a little bit sooner in games where we are getting killed by teams that we absolutely should not be killed by, I am not on the Fire Berube train, and I don't think I ever will be. Because Doug Armstrong intentionally signed people to fit the Craig Berube mold. The people who are grinding forward, who hit. Sorry, this isn't a coaching issue. There's no way this is a coaching issue. And 5 terrible contracts before last season? What about literally last week when they signed Jordan Binnington to a 6-5-6? And he tweeted this before Mike Hoffman scored the only goal of the game, so I'm going to give that last part of the tweet a slide. But you know who I'm not going to give a slide is the St. Louis Blues. That was disgraceful. You know, watching the second and third periods of that game really made me think. And I proceeded to think for a very uncomfortably long amount of time. And you know what I came up with to myself? The St. Louis Blues do not have a shit team. We do not have shit players. We have shit games. And obviously with this, the injury excuse goes right out the fucking window. This was Tyler Bozak's first game back since the Mark Stone ugly cheap shot. I love how Mark-Edward Vlasic stood up for him, but not the St. Louis Blues. I just want a game against a mediocre shit California team where they actually play up to their potential. And before you even say it, yes, Doug Armstrong needs to make a move. I don't know who it is. Frankly, I don't care who it is. As long as the person he brings in puts the Blues jersey on his back and gives a general shit. Yeah, no questions today. That is going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, 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 please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode of me blowing out my vocal cords. I can barely talk right now. And I will see you guys in the next video. Let's go drink the pain away. This sucks.